Welcome on in here to First Pitch, a nice, healthy MLB slate on a Monday, and we're going to look to get you some winners right here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Let's get right into it with our man across the way. That's Tokyo Brandon. Saw that he was on last call this past weekend, so you never know when you're going to find Tokyo Brandon. You got to make sure you hit subscribe here on the channel so you never miss any of the shows that we have going live. Brando, let's get right into it, brother. Let's talk some Royals and Orioles. Quite different opening weekends for these teams. It was huge numbers all opening weekend long until the O's fall asleep on Sunday. And the Royals, it was back-to-back one-runners before they exploded for 11 yesterday. So who's staying hot or who's getting hot? How are you looking to bet this one, Tokyo?
Well, I have several ways that I grade teams, and you know, I have no idea why preseason the bookmakers had the Orioles team total 11 games less than it was last year. And you could say they're going to come back to the mean, but I disagree. The Orioles have the best farm system in all of Major League Baseball. And why is that significant? Well, the farm players are not exactly starting, but they give a lot of depth. You can call them up anytime. You can plug them in. Lots of depth. The Orioles also added Corbin Burns. So, I mean, this is a really strong team, and I think they're going to win the AL East. So when we break this game down, I have no idea why they're minus 150 on the money line here. It makes absolutely no sense to me. They're 10 times better than the Royals. I do my own rankings for, certain categories and whatnot. And I break it down by several categories, but I have the Orioles as the number 6 team in Major League Baseball, and I have the Royals as the 24th team in Major League Baseball. Bullpens, I mean, it's a small sample size, but the Royals bullpen is performing horribly already this season, and I kind of expected that. I know a lot of people were high on the Royals coming in as a surprise team, going to make some noise, so to speak. I hate that term, make some noise. What does that actually mean, make some noise? If it means win 70 games, then I think probably the Royals might win 70 games. So if that's making noise, that'll make noise. I love the Orioles here because if you also break down their best batters against the Royals starting pitchers. So I like the Orioles here. I don't know, 150 doesn't make any sense to me. I think this should be more like 220 as a favorite. If you can swallow the 150, then swallow it. And if you don't like the 150, I would lay the run line here as well.
Looking to lay the run line, making some noise, our man Tokyo Brandon right there. Also making some noise today, gentlemen. Hey, it's whatever you got to do, brother. But how about $9 Monday? It's a little throwback. No fooling here on April Fool's Day. You can get your daily pick packages for just $9, and Tokyo Brandon's got a 5% play rocking today in some early action. So go on over to his page, wt.buzz/TB. Check that out. But before you do that, hop below in the comments and let us know who you think is going to be making some noise here in MLB Monday slate action. Brandon, let's get into some best bets here, brother. And let's talk. You want to take a look at the Yankees and the D-backs. All summer long, had to hear Yankees fans brag about the fact they got Juan Soto. And then opening weekend, they look like geniuses because Juan Soto pretty damn good there in the pinstripes. Coming off the game-winning RBI yesterday, you think he's going to be staying hot in the little quick trip out west for the Yankees?
Well, you can't read too much into 3 games because, let's face it, last season, do you remember which teams won 3 in a row to start the season? No.
Yeah.
We remember
don't tell that to Yankees fans, though. Don't tell that to Yankees fans, TB.
We remember who's playing well in September and October, but we don't really remember who won the first 3 games of the season. It's 163 games. But nevertheless, the Yankees did look good. I'm surprised their lineup was producing like they were producing because, frankly, aside from Soto, Judge, they really don't have much, to be honest. But they did perform well, so they might be proving me wrong this season. We'll see. But Juan Soto is an absolute stud. He's amazing. And what an acquisition for the Yankees to get Juan Soto. It's amazing. They did have to give up some of their pitching depth, especially King. So that could hurt them in the long run. But in the short run, the 3-game sample is not hurting them yet. So they're going to Arizona, and the Diamondbacks are actually one of those teams that hits really well, although you can't name anyone on their roster. So what do you do with this game? I like to look at the starting pitchers. You know, I used to be an MLB scout, so I appreciate the one-on-one matchups much better than I do overall team dynamics. And when I break down the one-on-one matchups in this game, there's one Yankee batter that really stands out against Ryan Nelson, and that is Juan Soto. I admit the sample size is a little small. I usually only want to judge sample sizes if it's 20 at bats or more. Juan Soto has 11 at bats against Ryan Nelson. He's got 3 hits, 1 triple, and 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. So that is pretty good enough for me to take a look at his props. So I like to use DraftKings to look at the props because they offer a lot of options, and you know the site is overall easy to read. So if you look at Juan Soto's props, there's tons of them. You know, there's home runs, there's hits, runs, RBIs, there's total bases. There's a ton of props you can bet. Let me give you a small tutorial on this. I never bet to hit a home run, because even the best batter, one of the best batters in Major League Baseball, is going to hit 1 home run about every 17 to 20 at bats. That's 5 games. So if you're going to bet someone to hit a home run, it better be 5-1 or bigger odds. So in other words, you want plus 500-600, or else it's not worth the bet. I don't care if it's Aaron Judge. I don't care if it's Ohtani. So that's just a little lesson that I've learned over the years. So let's get back to Juan Soto. Which prop is the best in this situation? Well, I looked over all the odds and I looked over all the props, and Juan Soto to get an RBI in this game is plus 155. I think that's excellent value, and I think the chances of him getting an RBI in this game are rather high. Even with the small sample size, you can see that he is very likely to get at least 1 hit in this game, and he is also likely to get at least 1 walk in this game. So if you take a look at both of those things, he's likely to get an RBI in this game. Likely or not, 155 odds are really good. So I like the Juan Soto over 0.5 RBIs in this game. Don't bet the farm on it, but you know, a small play on this to get 155 back, I think, is worth a small flyer.
I like the tutorial as well. You know, give a man a home run prop. He might cash for a day, but teach him how to bet RBI props at plus money, and he'll cash in for life. I like it there, TB. Juan Soto over the half RBI at a nice little plus 155. I have a feeling by game time that plus price might drop down. So grab this and shop around while you can. He's Tokyo Brandon. He's got a 5%er rocking that you can get for just $9 over at his page, wt.buzz/TB. And the man's been seeing it well here in 2024. As a matter of fact, number 1 in all sports profit here at WagerTalk.com is our man, Tokyo Brandon, giving you some action in the Royals, giving you some action in the Yankees game as well. And that's going to do it for us here. Make sure you hop below in the comments. Let us know who you think might be hitting an RBI or a dinger, but make sure it's 5-1 odds or more, says our man, Tokyo Brandon. Hey, if you need some more betting content, you don't have to go far. You can click that video right here on your screen and keep getting all the info you need to bet all the sports you love right here at WagerTalk TV.